Hi guys, it's marianakebaso, and in today's video we're gonna talk about the patriarchy. Just me and the girls, you know. First, before we can even start talking about the issues surrounding the patriarchy, we first have to understand what the patriarchy is. Well, Wikipedia defines it as a social system in which men hold primary power and predominate in roles of political leadership, moral authority, social privilege, and control of property. Now, looking at that definition, that's society, okay? Which is why my personal definition is that the patriarchy is traditional ways in which men and women are supposed to act. So it's basically what society tells us to do as people. The patriarchy in society can really be used interchangeably. Like, you cannot tell me that what the patriarchy is defined as is not who we are and how we operate as a society. Like, it's just the way things are, which is why I personally use the words patriarchy and society interchangeably. Now that we have established that the patriarchy upholds ideals for how we are supposed to act, now we need to go into what those ideals that the patriarchy is upholding are called. These are called, in simple layman's terms, gender roles or gender norms. So these are the rules that the patriarchy has established for us and for each gender. So male and female, they've established. Men are supposed to be leaders, strong, aggressive, bold, no open emotional display, independent, tough, logical. While women are supposed to be docile, submissive, dependent, nurturers, polite, accommodating, gentle, sensitive, emotional. All of these things are words that when you think of like what is a woman supposed to act and how is a man supposed to act, those are words that may come to mind because the patriarchy. But how have gender norms changed over the years? So statistically, and I will have all of my sources linked down below if you, in case you want to do your own research and read the statistics for yourself. But according to the US government, the number of women in the workforce have increased dramatically from when women were allowed to work to now. Yet, women are still expected to nurture the kids, keep up with the housework, cook, clean, etc. at the same time that they're working. And actually, fun fact, Black women are the most educated group in America and they still earn the least compared to the white man's dollar. Now I can make a whole video about the wage gap and how it still exists and how it affects women of color more than it affects white women, but that's not what this video is about. So, and in addition to all of those statistics, women hold more jobs than men do in the United States of America. So even though more women work, women who work are encouraged to accommodate when they decide to have a family, have kids, or even just get married. They are encouraged to go part-time, work from home, or find a new job that has more flexibility. And even when these women go to these other opportunities instead of, focusing on their work, they are stigmatized, and going part-time or working from home or finding a new job that is more flexible can severely derail anyone's career, not even just a woman's career, but anyone's career. The work-family narrative, when commitment to family is primary by nature, so work has to be secondary. This is an ideal that has been established by the patriarchy, and I don't necessarily think that it needs to change because yes, family is important, and if you're a mother, your kids should be pretty primary to you, I hope. But this work or this family first narrative leads to lost careers, happiness, and having little to no identity outside of the home. So why are women still expected to do more, even though more women work in the workforce and women are still expected to do, house chores, this, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, the work-family narrative. Family is first over work, over passion, over anything. Guilt. Mom guilt, okay? Imagine you are feeling guilty for spending more time away from the home. But, are we supposed to feel guilty as women for not spending time with our kids, even when men spend little to no time with their kids? You know, societal norms, this could be pressure from family or friends to act a certain way or do things a certain way. And nowadays, it is pretty hard to have a nice house and afford to give your kids a good lifestyle without both parents working. So how do we fix it? The first thing, fix the wage gap, because first of all, why are still women earning less than men in 2021? You know, I thought we left this in 2010, but I guess not. And paid maternity leave so that women don't feel like they have to choose between their baby or their work, their career, okay? Tons of other first world countries have paid months of maternity leave where women are allowed to stay home and they're not stigmatized or pressured to choose between spending time with their baby or spending time furthering their career. Next thing is destigmatizing working mothers. I mean, even though a lot of women work in 2021 and have been working, there is still a stigma around being a working mother, and there's this stigma that if you are a working mother, you are not enough. You are not doing enough for your kids. You're not spending enough time with your kids. You're not doing what other moms who don't work are doing, which is true. Yes, as a working mother, you won't be able to do as much for your kids, but that does not make you a bad mother, okay? It doesn't. And honestly, we just have to hope for the best, okay? The patriarchy is not going away anytime soon. It has been oppressing women for generations. Women of color, even more, okay? It's not going away, but I hope this video, you know, informed you, gave you some new knowledge, some new insight. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I like this.
For a little while, so you smash me